Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Say it. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om. Did you notice yourself when you said Om Shanti first time, then Om Shanti second time, and then you continued to say Om Shanti? What happened, no? I noticed. The face sparkled, the eyes were expressing not only Shanti, not only peace. Om Shanti means I am peace. Om means I am. What am I? Who am I? A living energy. What is in this energy? What contains in this living energy? Not only peace. It's filled with love. Peace is filled with love. And when you begin to love your peace, then you want to maintain it, sustain it. And then this feeling becomes happiness, joy. So instead of saying words are Om Shanti, but expression is Om Anand. Anand means bliss. In German they call it Glückseligkeit. Happiness. Happiness of the self, the inner self. The joy. And it is said, face is the index of mind. Eyes are the windows of the soul. So, face is the index of mind. Whatever is happening in the mind, the thoughts, feelings, memories, impression, it's like a film. Very fast film, like nowadays, no, this, it's in media, it is a trend, no, fast, everything fast. And inside as well, our recording machinery is very fast. This machinery may be a little bit sometime miss some scene, but this camera is a very powerful camera. Instantly takes the photos, and it is generally before that, when long time ago, these photos, when it had to be made really that people can see, it had to go through a dark room to make the negative into positive. So this negative becomes positive, it is visible, good picture. But in this camera, sometime when anything is gone in, and mind is not capable to make it positive, what happens then? This negative, if you look at that, no, it is good that we have straight away positive. It's a good. So this is giving us the message, instantly make positive. Don't wait for negative. Don't keep it negative. Because otherwise negative look like a ghost. And in the same way, in our mind, if any kind of a negative we maintain for even few seconds, the face shows reaction, anger, Depends on with what connection and emotion this photograph that through these eyes, through this camera, we have taken in. And then through these ventilators, through the ears, no? What is connected with that? Somebody had said something. Then whatever is happening in the mind, without even thinking, the face expresses. So just like negative expresses very quickly, exactly it is the same. The positive expresses also very quickly. So what I was saying, that when the inner light is lit, inner joy is there, it expresses itself. When the sun is rising, the sky, beautiful scene in the morning, dawn, all around, golden red light. And when it's inside, the sun is shining, your own inner sun is shining. It means the darkness of ignorance, without any fight, is dispelled. The light never fights with the darkness. Have you ever seen light fighting with darkness? Sun fighting with the night? As the sun is just rising, the night says goodbye. The darkness is gone. There is dark in the room, you stumble, might fall, same beautiful things which are in your house can cause problem. You hit against a table, against a chair. Now the chair and table are very, very expensive, perhaps you have. It's not fault of the chair. It's not the fault of the table. It's the absence of light, and you got pain. You hurt yourself. In the same way, when this inner light is not lit, we hurt our hearts. When hand is hurt or leg is hurt, perhaps maybe just very quickly, you can use some medicine outside. You can heal it. Rescue or medicine or homeopathic or allopathic or traditional medicine. And after a few days, it's gone. But when the gentle heart is hurt, healing takes place long time. Years and years. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago perhaps. Somebody said something. And he said, oh, it was very bad. It was rubbish. It was rubbish. We generally don't keep rubbish, no? But strange, no? Where is this rubbish sitting in the heart? Is my heart dustbin? Keep it there for such a long time. So if the rubbish is there, naturally the germs will emerge. Bad smell will be there. And then these all will cause automatically illness. I'm sick of that. We do say, I'm sick of this, what that person said. I'm sick of just as soon as we remember. So the person said only one time one thing, and here I'm letting it rotten now. And the feelings change completely because I did not dispel the darkness. I like the sunshine, but I did not even light the light. A little lamp. And so imagine when you just let this inner sunshine shine. Not only the darkness is gone, but the sickness is also gone. The germs are also destroyed. health, happiness comes back again. Stumbling stops. The path becomes very clear. You are able to see your destination. And not only you are able to see the destination, you are able to become guide for others. Because light is a natural energy that makes the path clear. But the beauty of this light is the sun is very detached. If somebody is accepting the light, fine. If somebody is not accepting, doesn't get upset. It's too bright and I want to just rest. I say, please, I want to just shut the shutter. The sun doesn't get set. Hey, I am giving so light. And you are putting the curtain against this. The sun still keeps shining. And so it means maintaining, respecting the speciality, the positivity of the power of the self without expectations that others accept it or not. The inner sun keeps shining and you are able to guide yourself. And so this is what, as soon as the sun shines, no matter whatever, even the rubbish was there, had been there for a long period of time, and it has become a pond, like a lake, no? A lot of dust in, a lot of mud is there inside. How does the lotus flower live? As soon as the sun shines, the lotus flower blossoms. It's in the mud. And so this power of the light of the sun of the detachment is giving the power to the flower, energy to be detached. Let go. The flower does not take mud of this pond, of lake. You sprinkle water in it, there's no water, it doesn't keep the water on it. It's living in this mud. But it's above. And so the life becomes like a lotus flower. Lotus eyes. Lotus ear. Lotus lips. Lotus hands. Lotus feet. Lotus heart. Meaning that it does not keep the negativity, means no influence of it. When this inner sun is shining, the light is there. The joy is there. So where there's positivity, there's automatically pure feeling because this negative influence is not polluting the mind. There is no pollution. Maybe all around, whatever it is there, your heart is filled with love. First, what you love, your own positivity, your own purity. Positive, pure, and it's a power to remain above influences. So no influenza. No, in early days when there is influenza, that the sickness immediately, some influence is there, the person becomes with flu sick. There's no ill feeling. Ill feeling. Feelings change. When somebody says, oh, I'm not feeling well, or I am ill because of feelings. Then gradually it's become a disease Because I'm not easy. Dis-ease. I don't have that easiness in my life. Letting go is easy. Lightness. And so this practice of being a pure energy, a soul, a living energy, itself, in fact, the soul, living energy is light. And we use this term in English when someone leaves the body. What do they say? The light is gone, the life is gone. Do they say here as well? Is it the saying in Denmark also, in Danish language? In English they say, the light is gone. That light was life. And then, in order to remember that life, we go at their memorials, in graveyard, and it's on the special days we light the candle. We remember them, we go in church. Remember our near and dear, and in their name we light candle. In India, for 13 days, they continue to keep this lamp lit. Now, that's only a memorial. This outlight which is there is not able to actually give light out of the room, but it's a memory that this light is life. It's inner beauty, it's inner strength, it's inner power. And then when this inner light is there, it's not only mind is peaceful, because mind is guided by the intellect. Mind is guided or influenced by intellect. Whatever information you got, if you have understood right, you say, okay, it's all right, I know it. If it is misunderstanding, it creates irritation. It brings disturbance. And then somebody speaks to you and speaks about misunderstanding. You say, oh, sorry, I didn't realize. So now I understand this. Okay, it's fine. Influence is gone. Confusion is finished. Once again, there is harmony. And now this harmony and happiness, this is a harmony in personality of each other, in the relationship with each other. And that expression is expression of love, respect, joy, friendship, acceptance, appreciation. Now these three work together as soon as the light is lit. If the darkness is there, it's only stumbling, conflict. But the light is lit. It means the energy is there. It works only when it is ignited. You have a candle, and I can put here perhaps 10 big candles. And I'm holding the candle, I have big candle, and I walk around without igniting it. What will happen? Will it show the light? I need to strike a match. And as soon as it is lit, three things emerge in it automatically in the light. Which three things emerged? As soon as the candle light is lit. You reply me. Which three things? It's not a lecture. Let us communicate with each other. We are friends, no? You like to talk to me, no? I like. Right? So which light is lit? What happens when this light is lit? Which three things you see? Simple. Acha. Peace. Hello. Acha. Very advanced you are. I'm looking at just the gross visible thing in the light. The light itself, okay, simple. Of course, you went straight away in the inner being. I'm speaking about the candle itself. So, the light, right? Now you put your finger on it. Fire. When it is lit, then it will burn my finger. And the third thing is its aura. Form. Light, heat, and form. As soon as you blow out the candle, all three are gone. So when exactly the same I, the soul, am inner light, am lit, then three faculties of the inner light, the soul, lit, is actually emerged. Whatever was merged, the capacity which was there, now it is expressing itself. So three faculties of the self, the living energy, which makes me living, which makes you living. Everything is energy. Chair is energy, this table is energy, this flower vase is energy, flower is energy. What is difference between this energy and myself? This table will not, I put it flowers on it. Flower, the table does not know it's a flower or a stone or a flower vase. It's energy, it is energy, but it does not think what is there on it. It does not have neither thinking nor understanding. It has effect of it. Okay. R is all right now? No? So, yeah, okay? Yeah, thank you. See, matter says, I don't understand, I need help. It does not, this is not speaking what I'm talking about, you know? But the sound is coming to you, but this not understand what sound. I'm singing a song, or I'm sharing my feelings with you, or I'm enjoying this beautiful sunshine. So many suns are shining here. This does not know, poor machine does not know anything, does not have the joy that I have. So, the mind is the power to think. Now it's up to me what kind of thought I am creating in the mind. If my thoughts are positive, it means picking up the good things, or my intellect has the energy to transform negative into positive. I might take something wrong, but I have now capacity to change it. If it is misunderstanding, I communicate with you. I realize it was just my imagination. It was my fear. It was my past impressions. It was my own inner feelings that it was covered. You did not have even a thought of that. So what was it? My imagination, my fear, influence, past experiences, that was a mixture in the oil. In early days, people used to have lamp, no, so that the wind does not blow it off. They used to have lantern. Yeah, you know lantern, this chimney with this. And if the oil is mixed with wrong oil or little bit dust, what is happening? The light is lit, but gradually this light is creating soot. Soot means this black thing. And now this soot is actually coloring the chimney, the glass. On the top is also this soot. The light thinks I am lit, but it is not showing the path. It is not solving the purpose. So in the same way, we think, but I am thinking, but my thinking is not guiding me. It is making me stumble. It is creating confusion in others. And so, do I have the real clarity of my thoughts? Clear sunshine. The cloud, can I dispel the clouds with the great joy of happiness, realization? Sometimes clouds cover the sunshine. But then there is this wind of enthusiasm, the joy of self-respect. Dispel the clouds which we have created, imagination, something coming just like. And it does not have a power in it actually. It's only passing through. And I hold on to it. So my own inner sunshine has become so cloudy that I begin to doubt whether I had ever happiness in my life. But I'm looking for. If I'm looking for, if I want to be, what does it mean that I had this experience? I'm looking for peace. What does it mean that I had experience? Simple thing, if I'm looking for something, it means I have lost it. Yeah? Can you lose something without having it on the first place? Can you look for something which you did not have? So it means this was in my personality. Happiness is my personality. The truth of myself. The truth of the inner being. I'm a living energy. I'm a living light. And so this positive, pure, powerful thinking brings the warmth inside, fire of love. And then your personality of appreciating others, because then you are able to see the real intention behind. Even some hard word was spoken, criticism was there. Parents said something, and husband said something, and wife said something. You understand the motive behind. So it is a natural feeling of harmony of three things: the mind, the intellect, and the personality traits. Three things are lit. And so inner light is lit. For that, I need to then again and again keep the clarity, clear oil of knowledge in me. That's why the sun of knowledge appears, darkness of ignorance is dispelled. So your inner sun, as it is shining, the darkness of ignorance and ignoring good things. Sometimes we shine, but we ignore it. And we want to handle it, let it go, ignore it. And eventually it becomes such an influence that becomes a difficulty. It becomes a cave that you have to go through. No, I need to hold the light. Even if I am in jungle, the light becomes clear. The path becomes clear. And so, inner sunshine. It means a realization of my true qualities. First is knowledge. What knowledge? The light is lit. The candle light is lit. What is happening automatically? The light is lit in the candle without any efforts. This hard wax is melting. Yeah, you notice every day, no? No matter how big the candle is, how hard it is, how strong it is, as soon as the light is lit, the wax is melting. And as our inner light is lit, this hardship amongst each other. Heart, stone consciousness changes into, and this love changes the stone into water. The energy begins to flow. Even something which was for a long time, there was so much rubbish there the flowers grow. Jungle becomes a garden. Of course, there are still the same personality might be there with each other. Some kind of conflict might come. But then what happens? You begin to appreciate the good things in that. First you learn to become a lotus, detached, with positive energy, with powerful energy, with well-wishing energy. But then when the knowledge is there, realization of myself and relationship with the Supreme Being, the Son of Knowledge, spirituality influences our life. And we let go of hardship. This holding on to the things, not letting others say, forget it. But how can I forget? It gave me so much problem. But you let go. And what the life, you become a spiritual rose, a rose flower. Your life becomes a rose garden. Yes, with rose there are still some thorns. Might be some kind of clash of opinion, some kind. Your wish, desire is something, another one says, no, you are only selfish. And you say, no, I am not. But then you make yourself, you recognize, and yet you realize the fragrance in it. You become careful. You learn how to handle it. Because you are balancing here, you see the good things, fragrance, and now you handle, you accept the thorns. You don't let yourself hurt. That is called knowledge ability to handle things. You don't say, why thorns you have flower, why you have thorns? Instead of saying, flower has thorns, you say, thorns also have flowers. Instead of saying, flower has thorns, you say, thorns also have flowers. One flower, 20 thorns. But what she appreciated, one beautiful flower of fragrance. So the intellect becomes so positive, so powerful, that there might have been 20 negative things there. one positive energy transforms the whole feelings inside. So it means it is changing the atmosphere. It's changing the atmosphere. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, yeah.
Oh. It's not really good.
It's okay, it's good.
Is it okay?
It's managing, we are. Okay, let me.
It's just like you have.
No, I use it. Okay? Yeah. So, the rose flower, no. It has gentleness. It has color. Now, the difference is it has fragrance which from a distance attracts and changing the atmosphere. So lotus can keep itself detached. It brings joy to others, but it is not changing the atmosphere. The air, the rose flower. Air is a friend of rose flower. The flower garden is here, and the air carries the fragrance in the atmosphere. And so it means this spirituality in your positivity, inner soul conscious of your positivity, make you spiritual rose. And then this gentleness, each petal, each thought is a petal. It has also detachment. When you spin it, the petals become very separate naturally, easily. And so every thought, feelings, emotions, memories is colored with your spirituality and detachment from the pain, small thing which has caused it. You are healing yourself by being careful what you need to take. You don't make it situation into tension, but you add one to attention. You add one word more, attention. Tension, you pay attention that I take care, I hold the flower with attention. It means you accept thorns, appreciate the fragrance, appreciate the beauty. So what is the positive energy? Because first you look at the flower, you are able to encourage others also to change their negativity into positivity. But generally we do. We make other people gloomy, we make other people sad by commenting. We think, because I am parents, I have responsibility to run my factory, I have responsibility to look care of my job, my task, which first make people feel guilty what wrong they have done. The children, you are not good, you did not do this, you did not do this. We actually block them from their positive energy. So we don't give them strength. And here, if I am appreciating, this was very good, that was very good, this you did, it was wonderful, then this self-respect comes. And this with joy, the person has the capacity, because the light is there of this self-respect, is able to see where the spots are, where correction is needed. If light is not lit, and then I want to say repair it, creating more confusion. And so spirituality not only has self-respect, it respects and appreciates the specialities of others. Acceptance and appreciation. It changes the atmosphere, the environment in the family, the place where we are working, in relationship with each other. Energy becomes automatically, it's like recharged. Then another further stage is when really you feel now it's a constant energy is moving. You are not only just yourself, you are keeping yourself detached, observer. You don't absorb the negativity of anyone. What is the beauty of the sun, the power of the sun? It destroys rubbish, but it does not take the rubbish in itself. So here the power is, once you are connected with the Supreme Being, the Supreme Soul, the Sun of Knowledge, you yourself become a sunflower. Your face is like sunflower. Full sun, no, round. And the beauty of that is it's not only the flower, it has seeds in it. It means that wherever the sun is moving, you are moving according to the direction of the sun. Means you are following the light. You, the living flowers, are following the light of love, the light of peace, the light of wisdom, the light of truth, the light of bliss, the light of benevolence, the light of mercy. And so you become a soul who is not only holding the present, but is creating the future. The sunflower is there. Yesterday I was visiting garden, and the sister who is looking after garden, she says, Didi, I said, but that here is the vegetable things here, with a vegetable garden. And there was a sunflower plant. I said, but you planted here? She says, no, there was last time sunflower here, some seed fell and then this grown again. So it means the past became present. Present becomes future. And so whatever your inner energy was before can come up again. Seed means your future. It's connected with the past, but it is future. And so you, the kernel, the seed, which has merged everything in it, but has the potential to grow again. Express yourself, all the inner qualities that you have absorbed, you have taken it by being connected with the Supreme Being, the Almighty, the Supreme Power. It's benevolence with detachment. Love without being possessive. That's called love. As soon as you become possessive, it's called attachment, because it does not allow to grow others. And so, inner sunshine means first to become a lotus flower, then to become a rose flower, and then to become sunflower. Okay? Thank you. And now I should give you a chance to speak something, or maybe perhaps we can have a few minutes meditation in between. Sonia, what do you suggest? Maybe because they have heard so long for so many times. So we can have a meditation in between and then they want to ask questions.
Okay.
What is?
we can do meditation first and then see if there are any questions. Yeah. She asked me to guide the meditation, and that means she can stand here and give good vibrations to you and share the eyes. It's difficult to speak and do that at the same time. So I take the speaking and she take the energy.
Is it okay? That one is working? Or
Yes, I'll use this one. So just put it down. Yeah. Begynder meditationen med at slappe af i kroppen. Jeg slapper af i benene og i maven. Og skuldrene er væk fra ørerne. Og sidder opret, men alligevel afslappet. Trækker vejret med maven. Slapper af i ansigt. Jeg må gerne prøve med at åbne øjne og kigge på billeder, eller på sidste Sudesh, eller på blomsterne. Og lad os prøve den her detachment fra kroppen, som Sudesh talte om. Det betyder, at jeg minder mig selv om, hvem jeg i virkeligheden er. Det er meget mere end kroppen. Så jeg trækker tankerne væk fra den fysiske del af mig. Trækker opmærksomheden ind i hovedet. Forestiller mig det her indre solskin inde i mit hoved. Jeg minder mig selv om, at kroppen er mit hylster, mit tempel. Men at den her lysende energi, det er mig. Jeg tænker, jeg føler, jeg lever, jeg er i fred. Jeg er en fredfyldt sjæl. Prøv at blive den følelse et stykke tid. Det er det indre lys, energi. Jeg giver slip på verden omkring mig, på kroppen, på alt jeg skal. Jeg bliver inde i mit indre solskin, i sjælens lys. Og jeg slapper af. Så slapper jeg lidt mere af nu. Bliv opmærksom på det her øjeblik. Bliv til stede i dette øjeblik. Jeg lader fortiden og den dag, som har været, glide væk. Og fremtiden er her ikke endnu. Så jeg sidder her opmærksom til stede. Og nødet er som et frø, og Sudesh talte om. Jeg blev helt stille, opmærksom på det her øjeblik. De siger, at nuet, dette øjeblik, indeholder alt, jeg behøver lige nu. Er det sådan, at alt, hvad jeg behøver, findes i rummet, i øjeblikket, inde i mig selv, lige nu? Opretholde det indre lys, opmærksomheden på det her øjeblik, så kan jeg plante nogle gode tanker for fremtiden. Jeg påskynder mig selv et øjeblik. Tænker nogle gode tanker om mit eget væsen, om den jeg er. Påskynder mig selv for den jeg er. Og den påskyndelse vil vokse og blive meget større i fremtiden. Jeg påskynder det her øjeblik. Selskabet, stemningen. Til sidst, så kan vi også skænke en tanke til den højeste sjæl som solen. At det er en eller anden sjæl derude, som en sol, der skinner på mig. Hvis solstråler er fyldt med fred, kærlighed. Den højeste som solen vil altid følge mig, hvor jeg end går hen. I alle mine humørsvingninger, så vil den højeste sjæl altid være der som solen. Og jeg kan gribe solstrålerne af fred og kærlighed, hvornår jeg end ønsker det. afslutte meditationen med at lukke øjnene et øjeblik. Mærke lyset indeni. Mærke efter, hvordan det er at være mig lige nu.
How did you get started in meditation and in the Brahma Kumaris?
Yes.
I wanted to be a social worker. I was studying in a college where my college had to go through a village where many poor people were living. The town we were living was not a school for the girls' higher education, and in our family, education is very important. And so, when I used to go through this village, I always felt I want to help these people. And I was studying in a school where 600 boys and only 10 girls, because it was no girls' school there. Anyway, so these girls, these poor people will sometime cut the grass. They come near our college. I would like to sit with them. People will laugh at me. Who are your friends? These old ladies. This one. I say, but they are nice ones. No, you need to help them. Anyway, I wanted to be a social worker. And if you give them blanket in winter, they sell it and drink alcohol. Give money, they buy cigarette. Instead of getting joy of it, I used to feel sad. It did not bring joy of serving. So my father got transferred in Delhi, and my auntie lived, it's a very interesting story. I had to stay in school because I got a job there for girls' school where I was studying myself. Anyway, so when we came, I came in Delhi, and I was sharing my feelings with my auntie that I want to be a social worker, but I don't feel joy of doing this service, and I really want, with my heart, I want to do this. She says, you become a spiritual social worker. I said, what does it mean? Spiritual social worker. And she says that when you are becoming a social worker, see, you make people dependent on you. And in fact, you are encouraging them to drink more alcohol or smoke or whatever you don't want. It means you are contributing to their addictions and their habits. So she explained that the place she is living in her house, in that building, our Brahma Kumari is living. And she watches that people come with a very sad face, depressed state of mind, confused. And after a few days, the same people are blossoming. And what it is, this is actually, they are helping them to recognize their own inner potential. And so if you want to be a spiritual social worker, means that you teach them, you help them, that they help themselves. It's the same thing like Jesus said, instead of giving fish to someone, teach them fishing, no? So instead of just you helping them, let them help themselves and make them aware what the real inner strength is. So it will create self-respect. So this encouraged me, and I wanted to. And then another question I asked, but then the society is so strange that if you want to do this kind of job, people think, oh, must be some, they doubt in your life, no? Why are you doing this? Why don't you live a normal life like other people, getting married, this and that? She says, these people, these sisters that I see, they themselves are such an inspiration that whoever sees them gets the power to make others powerful. I say, okay, I want to get. And what she said actually, in their eyes is such a power that whoever looks at it, that gets the power to make others positive and pure. That was an arrow hit me. I said, I want to go there, and I want to look into their eyes and get that power which make others positive and pure. So I went. Well, my next day, my auntie had gone home, so my brother and my sister, we went for a walk. And I said, we used to go another direction. And I said to my brother, today we set a different route now. And my condition is because I asked this, my auntie, where these Brahma Kumaris live? She told me about 2 miles there, and there is a bridge, there is a water tank, and a flag is in that building. So I told my brother, so it's a condition today, who walks longest? And we should touch this bridge and then come back. But inside was that I want to go in that building and look into the eyes of this sister and get that power to make myself positive and powerful, and whoever I look at, that person becomes. Anyway, so then I went there. I was talking just 2 minutes, and there was some pictures about the knowledge. So my sister said, oh, this is one picture of the tree of humanity. She said, oh, they teach physiology as well, the artery of the heart. So her attention went to there, and I was looking into eyes of just very focusing. My brother said, let us go. She said, you are looking in her eyes, she will cause you magic spell. And I said, but I wanted to have that magic, nothing has happened. I thought it was a magic like this, no? You look into eyes and something will happen. But didn't happen anything that day anyway. So we went, continued, go back. I said, okay, now, this was near actually only few yards away from the bridge. We touched the goal, went to the bridge and came back. And after a few days, the founder of the university came, because I had studied, I wanted to, anyway, because my spiritual interest was there. I used to go in the temple, wherever any guru had come in that town. Even at my exam, I remember my metric exam was next day, and somebody came from a spiritual leader came. Till 11 or 10 o'clock, I was there, and then I came and prepared my exam for the next day. My interest was also spirituality. So my college friend said to me, you are interested in spirituality, because time to time we used to talk in college. And so there is a very interesting time, a person is coming, if you want to come. And my auntie also said, you should go. It's a nice lecture you would hear. So I went there, and as soon as I reached there, the people, those who were there, they say, but this lecture is not for the new ones. This is for the regular students. And so my friend said, no, she's interested in spirituality. Let her come and sit there. And if she doesn't understand anything, then I will explain to her tomorrow. So I sat, because in spiritual gathering in India, you sit your eyes closed, and when Guruji comes, a big noise comes, Jai Guruji, and a lot of kirtan, etc., singing. But there was nothing, no singing, no chanting. Everybody is sitting quiet. And then I said, what is happening? Nobody's singing, nobody's saying anything. And I looked up then, because I was sitting with my eyes closed. Now this founder of the university, we call Brahma Baba, so he came quietly and sat just in the gathering, because meditation was going on. And when I looked at him, I saw this, it was actually L-shaped, this much long, and then same kind of this. So I was sitting just near the door. I thought if I don't understand, upstairs it was the open terrace. If I don't understand, I can quietly just go. And I said, oh, this is a strange man. This light, where this light is coming from? And then I said, maybe because the reflection, the sun is focusing in this area. But I said, why is this light is not another? So I thought maybe I change from this to place this. Still I see him, the body of light. Then I said, is it real that I'm seeing the light? I pinched myself, I'm awake. Is it real? Now it became like a game. I open my eyes, I see this very beautiful magnetic energy, like the sun, gentle form of sunlight. And I like to look at it, but I'm not ready. So some kind of fear was in me. So I closed my eyes. And when I close my eyes, I see the moonlight around me. Beautiful feeling of just like full moon. So it was a game, looking at the light. This is like very gentle sunlight. It was evening actually, 5:30 time. Sun was setting, but it was not yet. It was still daylight. And when I'm closing my eyes, so then I thought, okay. So this was a joy and fear in me. Fear was perhaps this person is causing any magic on me. So I closed my eyes. But still I could feel the deep feeling of, it was like, no, how can I explain? When it is a hot weather, no, very, very sunny and warm, then the sweating, it's body sweats, and then cool breeze creates tinkling, no? Some kind of goose in the system. You feel like some joy. So it was, gross experience was like this, but inner was beautiful feeling of joy coming. So then I thought, okay, so this game remained for some minutes. Look at their close eyes, look at their close my eyes. And some kind of different forms are seeing, no? Different kind of energy, moving, stops, moving like this. Then I say, okay, let me hear what is he speaking about. He was speaking about something light. I said, this is a strange Guruji. His body is light. He speaks about light. Does he eat, was he born like light? Does he eat light? So my mind, it was like so many questions in my mind. And anyway, so I didn't understand anything. My mother had also gone with me, but she was enjoying because she had been there before with my auntie. So they did not stop her, but they stopped me. So my mother was sitting somewhere else, and I went with my friend sitting somewhere else. So now inside is fear, and at the same time joy. And I said, oh, where is my mother sitting in case something happens to me? So somebody's there to look after me. See, this is how on one side it's a great joy, and I am convinced that I'm seeing something, and I'm not accepting it. So I want the support of my mother. So when I looked at my mother, I found she was sitting on the right-hand side in front. And she's enjoying so much her face. She's nodding. Her face is sparkling. And I said, but she's enjoying. I don't enjoy anything. I do not know what this Guruji is speaking. Anyway, when we went home, I spoke with my mother, my experience, what I had. And I said, but I do not know which scripture this Guruji spoke about it. And I had seen the light, no? And my mother said, oh, he spoke such a wonderful secrets of life, the purpose of life, where we have come from, why the population is increasing, where we go after leaving the body. So many questions which she had are answered. And I think for me, a new door is opened. And then she says, but she did not see the light. Now, I did not understand the knowledge, and she did not understand, she did not see the light. We are at the same place. No? So two different personalities. So the next day when I asked my friend, so she explained to me how it has happened, where the light come from, and that became very an interest for me to find out. She says, you know, there is a supreme energy that enters this person and speaks. And she says, God was speaking. I said, no. There was such a wonderful sunshine. There was no lightning. This is what I said. She says, if God speaks and there's a lightning, who would listen to him? I said, do you mean the real God, the Almighty was giving this present there? I said, no. If God comes really, the body will burn into ashes. This was my concept of it. She says, if God, instead of giving life to somebody, turns into ashes, is this God then? So she explained in a very gentle way, God's power is not to burn someone. God's power is to burn our weaknesses, our vices. And one beautiful example that still I remember, I had handkerchief in my hand. She says, if you drop your handkerchief, you will lift it again. I say, why not? I can wash it and use it. And she asked me, how much energy you need to pick this handkerchief? I said, what energy I can do like this? She says, can you lift 20 kilo weight? I say, yes, I have muscles. In a train, the porter just puts the luggage there, and if I need to place to sleep now in the night, traveling, I put my luggage, I help my mother. And she says, I use muscle, I said like this. She says, when you lift the handkerchief, why don't you use your muscles? Her name was Subhash. I said, Subhash, if I lift the handkerchief and use my muscle, I'm lifting 20 kilos weight, people think I'm gone crazy. I'm mad. And she, with great love, looked at me and she said, Sudesh, do you think God is mad? If you have that much sense, you have the energy to lift 20 kilos. But when you have to lift the handkerchief, you don't use that energy. So when God gives wisdom, he does not show his might to burn people. His wisdom, his power is to burn our weaknesses, our vices. And I said, but how this light comes, I want to see. And this is what is my interest started coming to study more. What is inner light? What is this light? Because so much confusion about God. Where is God? Who is God? A human being cannot be God. That I realized this, but the knowledge was that knowledge is for human being, but God is not human being. So that was.
Well, any other questions like that? It's I don't know, we will be here all night. Yes.
Hello, I wanted to hear when you have a negative thought,
Yeah.
what is your way of action? What do you do to combat that negativity? Like, do you use your intellect and knowledge, or what is your way of action?
See, because when there is negative energy, it is a reaction to something. And so cause is, when I recognize the cause, I have the solution. So instead of going into why it is happening, how it can happen, it should not happen. So I am consuming my energy more in actually increasing, making it more intense, intensify it. And so what is the cause of that? What if I don't want it and it is happening? So somewhere must be influence. So it is like being a detached observer of the self and also detached observer of the situation. And so then you are able to see not on the same level wherever you are, or you don't bring yourself on the lower level, you bring yourself on the higher level. And so in this way, then when you are bringing ourselves on a higher level, the lower influence does not come on you. How the image, for example, sometime I create. If the flow coming from above and you are low, the higher means other person is very forceful, emotion is very forceful, situation is influencing you. It means you are at that time considering I'm weak, I'm not so powerful, I cannot manage it. It's impossible. No, I am bringing myself on low level. And here, if I lift myself on the same or the higher mountain, the higher than that, this energy is not, the water will not go up. It would not create a pond in me of emotions. So it is the negative energy of myself transforming and negative energy of others. It's actually, this person at this moment is also under influence, defaming me, criticizing me, fighting with me. Now, it's then I think in a different way. I think it is a theater, not living theater. No? And certainly somebody is at this moment, this is what he's expressing, playing his part. And it is also somewhere his deep feelings are, a dissatisfaction is there. And so I have to become detached observer of that as well and understand what is the reason that this person is behaving like that. I might react once or twice, but then as an honest checker, then it is just like you become detached from that. And then, for example, somebody is very negative and you are really honest and positive, then you maintain yourself. That time you use your self-respect. For example, somebody insults you, negative thing about it, and you are really honest and pure feeling. So you have a diamond. It's like that, your feeling was a diamond, and word was full of benevolence. Intention was perfect, and other one is still defaming. So you don't lose in faith in your positivity. It's like a diamond. If you have a diamond shop and 20 people came at the diamond shop and say, oh, it's artificial diamond. You are just trying to fool people. But you have a real diamond. You will laugh at that person. Either he does not have a money or he wants to enjoy the diamonds. No, you don't throw away your diamond. And so I hold on to my positivity and self-respect. Then the situation with the self, situation with other, situations with inner emotions changes then.
Thank you. Actually, when I came to Brahma Kumaris, I wanted to know what spirituality was. I asked many people what spirituality was, and there is only one person's answer I remember, and that was Sudesh Didi. You don't remember this, but I do. And she said, spirituality is to remain positive. And I think this is a very good reflection of Sudesh Didi's personality. So I think this is the last question, right? At the back. Who was it?
Nice to meet you, sister. I'm very curious about what you eat when you meditate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Could you please tell us a little bit about it?
What I eat.
What do you eat?
What I think. Yeah. Once again, what was...
You mean real food, don't you? He asking about your diet.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
breakfast,
right.
lunch,
Real
food.
Yeah, right. That's good. No, I thought food of the mind or food for the body.
Food for the stomach. Yeah.
No, because that is also eat. No? Because when I'm meditating, it's also what I'm feeding myself. This is also, sometimes we are meditating and we are feeding on the inferiority complex. This is what we did on the path of devotion. I am a sinner, I am weak, I am downtrodden. Oh God, have mercy on me. So I am feeding myself on my weaknesses rather than recognizing who do I belong to, what my original qualities are. No? In meditation is positive, pure, powerful thinking, being connected with the self, and that is called feeding the positive energy. Food for the mind is the positive thoughts, yeah. So I am actually, breakfast most of the time, I have only fruits for many, many years. I don't, sometimes I take cereals, but most of the time, fruits. For many years, I took only one type of fruit. If I have apple, then I might have 2 apples or 1.5 apples. If it is banana, it's one type of fruit. And no, but now I take mixture, it's okay. So, but for many years it was only one fruit. Then lunch is, in fact, in our family as well, was vegetarian. I am brought up with that. And it's a vegetarian food I am eating. But of course, I used to enjoy very much onion and garlic. Onion, not garlic. Garlic, I felt very different smell. But onion, I liked. Even the. But then after coming to this meditating, I realized even that has an effect on our emotions. So I don't use onion or garlic either. So it's a vegetarian diet. And evening, what, sometimes soup, sometimes just vegetable. Daytime, of course, salad, normal food, whatever it is there. So it's vegetarian diet. Very little. I eat but less. Sugar, I like sugar, but not so much. I eat, means it is, of course, when it is cheesecake, no? So then, sometimes I like cheesecake.
Thank you for the question. It gives very good tip for our day tomorrow, because we are hosting her tomorrow. So now I know what. All right. Is it okay we don't take more questions, or anyone burning a question? One burning question, short then.
Didi, thank you very much for a nice lecture. I really enjoyed it. But I just want to ask you, we all are aware of to be positive and leave the negativity and be detached. But how come it's so difficult to be detached and to be positive all the time?
The reason is there is a fear of losing. Because when we think of detachment, we think, I am going to lose it. But detachment does not mean losing. When we say a detached observer, it's a realization of two different energy working together. For example, if I'm a mother, children, it's my duty to look after them. But this I'm mother, it is a role when they are children. Then I am a mother. When they were born, a mother. Now when they are growing, they are not little children anymore. Now I need to give them understanding, freedom, that they begin to think themselves. So here the children are grown up, they have their own children already, but I'm still thinking they are my children. So my ideas of being mother is so possessive in me that I don't give them freedom and they begin to react with me. And then I feel sad. I love you and you hate me, you don't accept me. So detachment means that let there be expression of true love with freedom. So I'm not losing them. I'm just using the awareness, the knowledge, that it is the part that I'm playing as a mother. And so when I'm playing the part of a mother or a father or a friend of a child, I'm using the quality in me. Not I play the role. I am not role. I am a soul. And as a soul to soul, this soul is also has a positive, pure, powerful energy, a soul. And let the quality play the role. Then this attachment is not there, then it's a relationship. Attachment becomes a positive relationship, then there's no fear of losing anything. It's become natural cooperation, love and respect for each other. The energy changes into. It's understanding is needed, right understanding is needed for that. Okay.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Sudesh Didi, for tonight. And I think we gave her a hand. Thank you.